Howdy folks, Kel Kellogg here. Fall striper trolling has officially kicked off. We aren't even out of August yet, and guys trolling the West Delta, pulling deep running crystal minnows, deep running P-line predators, they're landing limits of stripers. Most of the fish are, in that 5 to 6, 7 pound range, but there are some 20 plus pound monsters out there. Now we're gonna see some, some spurts of action, some slowdowns, but we are in for a killer fall trolling season. It's going to peak in October, but right now you can go out there right now and catch limits. In fact, I wish I was out there. My truck's broken, I got stuff to do, so I'm not out there. I'm here in my backyard talking to you guys. So these are the plugs we use. They use big minnow plugs like this for stripers all over the country, but we do something very unique with our plugs. We tip them with a big old white trick worm, just like this. It adds vibration, it adds bulk to the bait, and it's something I haven't seen in any other part of the country. It's just unique to our fisheries. The stripers love it, and it is critical to success. You can catch stripers on a naked plug just like that, but you're going to catch a lot more if you tip it with the worm. But for new striper trollers, this often adds some confusion to the mix. So let me give you a couple tips on putting these worms on and how to keep them on. I get a lot of guys telling me, oh, I was using worms and I lost 12 worms. I don't lose 12 worms in the entire season. So let me show you what I do. First things first, you want to put the worm on here properly. You don't want it all gobbed up. You don't want it on the wrong hook. If you look at this treble hook, there is going to be one hook point, this one right here, that lines up most favorably with the center line of the bait. See that right there? That kind of lines up with the bait. So that's the hook we want to put the worm on. So we've established that. That's going to keep the plug running nice and true. If you look at a trick worm, it's flat on the one side, flat on the bottom, it's rounded on top. You want that flat side facing the belly on the bait if possible. So that's the hook point we're gonna work to. So in this case, we're gonna go like this. That's gonna turn around, and the flat side is gonna be facing the flat side or the belly side of the minnow plug. Now, you don't want to put it in there 3 inches and have a big gobbed up worm on there. That's not going to work. You just barely want to put it in there. I'm going to put it in there maybe, I don't know, right up kind of almost to the bend in the hook, which is what, maybe 1/4 of an inch? Something like that, not very far. Then bring your hook point out about like, let's see, about like that. Bring your hook point out. Now shove that all the way back in there like so. Now see, you got a nice straight worm. It's just barely on there. These worms are pretty tough, but it's in place. It's not going to interfere with the action of the bait. But there's one more thing to do. What I've got here, and this should be in all your tackle boxes all the time. It's just handy. It's generic super glue. I don't buy the expensive crazy glue brand. I just buy this. It comes like 4 tubes at a time for like $1 at various hardware stores, Harbor Freight, wherever. Keep a few of these in your tackle box. They're just handy to have. You can use it on knots, you can use it on braid knots, or you can use it to keep your worms in place so you're not constantly emailing me saying I lose my worms all the time. So inch that worm back up about like that. Something like that. And don't go crazy with the glue. You don't need a whole bunch. It's just a small little hook. So let me hold this up here. Whoa, that's a lot. Right there. I don't want to glue my finger to the Yozuri, so we'll put that like that. Just shove that up there. Give that a little bit of time to dry, and they're going to have a lot harder time stealing your trick worm than if you just put the worm on there without the glue. So that's about it. That's how you line up a worm on a minnow plug. That's how you keep it in place. Don't go super deep. You want your worm nice and straight, just like that. You don't want it all gobbed up on there. You don't want it all messed up on there. So that's my tip. That's how you rig a minnow plug for trolling in the California Delta. I hope this helps you catch a few fish. It's going to be a great fall. We're going to troll for them for a while, and when the trolling bite shuts down this October, it's time to bust out the bait. And we'll be talking about that too If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do. I want to thank you folks for supporting the channel. I'll see you out in the Delta. I'm going to be out there soon in my brand new Duckworth boat. But until then, I sure enjoy talking to you here on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, and I will catch you later. Man, that's just a pretty setup right there. Mark Wilson, the legendary Delta troller, he would be proud because he's the one that taught me how to do that. Anyway, I'll catch you later, guys. This is Cal Kellogg. I'm signing off.